This Caribbean nation is rising higher. Rally, rally round the West Indies. And West Indies have done it. Come on, West Indies. I told you, Pratik,
Oh,
West Indies, the tournament favorites according to
what
me,
a
have done
what a
it
comeback, man.
at
What
the
a
Brian
comeback.
Lara International Cricket Stadium in Taruba. They have done this, man. And man, when I woke up today morning, it was 7 a.m. when I woke up and I saw them 76 for 6 and 76 for 7 actually when Russell got out. That was the moment I started watching. And, I have to say, I didn't have much hopes from them. I thought they will get 90 all out or something like that because Trent Bolt was bowling
Yeah.
well, Tim Southee was bowling well, spinners were doing well. But Sherfane Rutherford, massive respect. Sherfane Rutherford, man, he
I was
just
actually unsure, like, why are they playing two all-rounders, Romario Shepherd and Sherfane Rutherford? Maybe they only need one, but no, they both justified their selections in a way. Yeah.
I
Romario
just
Shepherd still has some problem with the economy rate, but Rutherford played an unbelievable
and
end. I think
and they were
Miller's innings
Pratik, they
was
were
the best till now,
112
but
for 9. They were 112
yeah,
for 9. Okay. 112 for 9. They get to
they are 30 for
149,
5, 22 for 4.
23 for 4 in the power play. They get to 91 for 7 or something, 91 for 8. Then they are 112 for 9. And I'm amazed that Gutekesh Modi played one ball and Sharfin Rutherford hit 37 of other 12 balls. I just want to show our viewers this slide that I've made on the partnerships. So Sharfin
Brilliant.
Rutherford combined with bowlers and all-rounders to score
Lower order.
119 of 81 balls. You can see the partnerships for 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh, this
and
is
10th wicket.
fantastic.
And the 10th wicket partnership is the highest, 37 of 13 balls. And during these partnerships, Pratik versus with Hussain, Russell, Shepherd, it was the other player who was taking the risk, not Rutherford. It was the other player who was taking the
Mm.
risk. And but in the end,
Yeah.
Rutherford finished, and I could sense it was a match-winning knock when he scored those last 2 overs, 37 now. And this useless New Zealand strategy of bowling Daryl Mitchell the 19th over after he has not bowled. I didn't understand what to make. And I told you this team of anchors is not going to succeed.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's what I was gonna say. The best T20
hmm,
players just defeated the high quality anchors. But we told that it is not suitable for a T20 game. They were playing with too
hmm,
many anchors, and they paid a heavy price for it. They have lost both of their matches, and
hmm,
I don't see any comeback for New Zealand now. I think they are down and out. It's very unlikely that a team like PNG can beat Afghanistan. And
hmm.
then there is also a very big net run rate gap. So New Zealand, for most practical purposes, are out,
Yeah.
and Afghanistan is going to join India, and West Indies is going to join
That's the other big story. We'll talk about it.
England.
Afghanistan, Australia, India in the same group. That is a group that will create and bring back a lot of memories, I'm sure. But let's
Afghanistan has to
sticking
take so many revenges from their other fellows in that group.
but sticking to the West Indies, the Caribbean nation, I
Yeah,
was so happy to see the crowd, man. They came in big numbers. How they were cheering Rutherford
superb
when he was
support.
playing those last 2 overs. It was amazing, man. And that's how you should do the World Cup. You should have these night games in West Indies.
Yes.
Such a lovely crowd there at Trinidad.
I think what they
And
have done is on a weekday they are doing the evening matches, which makes sense because people usually have a day
hmm,
job. And for the
hmm.
weekends, I think the games will be in the afternoon, which is okay because they can still attend those games. So it's a good setup.
but, but
But
but I just
man,
want
I
to
want to
talk
ask
about
you,
the
okay, the wickets were falling, but another fascinating thing was that West Indies only scored like 48 in the first 10 overs, and then they doubled it in the next 10, even
exactly.
despite continuously losing wickets.
And I was going to come to that, Pratik. Like in the middle overs is the real difference. If you see, New Zealand were ahead in the power play by 13 runs, and
Yeah,
in the middle overs, West Indies scored 68 runs despite of falling wickets, and New Zealand only scored 49 runs. And this was mainly due to Andre Russell's and some other
cameo.
contributions.
Yeah.
Like they actually tried to hit it out of the park, even if
Mhm.
the wickets were falling. So that's what brave play does. If
The
you have
intent.
that
Yeah.
intent, even if the wickets are falling, you will manage to stumble onto an over par score. That's what West Indies did
Yeah.
today. And the last two
Yeah.
overs, Pratik, I just want to tell you when Mitchell, obviously, I knew he was going to go for runs. But Santner was bowling very cleverly, just like Akshar Patel was bowling to Imad Wasim that day. He was using the
Yeah.
angle. But one shot of Rutherford, you must check in the highlights. He just took it from way outside off stump and slog sweep to him at the mid wicket boundary. That just shows the talent and power of this man. It's just amazing, man.
Yeah. I mean, we have seen Santner bowling some very economical spells. Even Indian players, we know that they do
Hmm.
over respect Santner. But today, the captain could only put him for 2 overs. He was smashed.
Actually, this
And
gamble of Kane Williamson is failing, that he's trying to bowl out all his overs when the wickets are falling. And at the
yeah,
end, he's left with no one to bowl the last 2 overs. So he's using Daryl Mitchell and Mitchell Santner, both the Mitchells.
yeah.
but
No,
but
yeah, there has been some captaincy flaw. Kane Williamson is a very experienced leader, but yeah, he
hmm,
has had no answers against both Afghanistan and West Indies.
yeah, I'm coming to West Indies bowling, Pratik. I thought Akil Hussain, they had studied Akil Hussain's bowling and come because Finn
Hmm.
Allen was playing Akil Hussain very comfortably. He even hit a six off his arm ball. And I thought the second spinner today really stepped up. That is Gutekesh Moti. He took the wicket of
Oh
Williamson
man, that
and
ball to
Mitchell.
Daryl Mitchell, man, what a
Oh, wow,
delivery!
man. And
Like,
even the dew was setting in, and in dew, he was turning the ball that much. That was just amazing
and
to watch.
from an opposite angle, like he's coming, he's coming around the wicket, right? And then the
Yes.
ball, he's still able to do a leg spin. Like that's so difficult, and what a skill to have. He's a genuine spinner, and I'm glad to get that he got some success as well.
And I'm so impressed by Rovman Powell's captaincy. Like he bowled one over of chase as soon as the wicket fell and Jimmy Neesham came. So he just bowled him one over of, and that allowed him to not use Romario Shepherd, who we know is the least
Yeah,
economical bowler. He can go for a lot of runs. It allowed him to bowl
exactly.
one
Exactly.
over less of Romario Shepherd, and
For that, I
also
also want to give credit to Alzari Joseph, who is bowling
yes,
out of his skin in this tournament. And he's
yeah.
actually bowling so well that they are able to afford to keep Romario Shepherd in the team.
And Romario is, I mean, Alzari Joseph is the vice captain. He's proving his worth as a vice captain. And also, he got Finn Allen twice in that over. Once he was dropped by Sherfane Rutherford. When Sherfane Rutherford dropped him, I thought he dropped the match. But Alzari trapped Allen again. And this match depended on Finn Allen. I totally think that if all New Zealand
But
matches, in fact, depend on Finn
yeah.
Allen because he's the only one who's not an anchor, and Glenn Phillips comes bit too late for my liking. He comes very very
But Finn
late.
Allen, unfortunately, looks like a home track bully. He hasn't been able to play the way he plays at home. Like he goes from the ball one. He's not able to
Hmm.
replicate that same style here, which New
Hmm.
Zealand needs, and that has costed it. But still, New
And
Zealand has a very big batting lineup. I'm surprised West Indies were able to pick wickets continuously and put the pressure on them. So that full marks to West Indies team.
and at the end, I thought when Phillips and Jimmy Neesham, my favorite unlucky finisher of the world, when they were fighting, I was so angry at. This was a very funny thing. I'm just going to mention it. Johnson Charles, what are you doing, man? Johnson Charles. It's night in the Caribbean. He's wearing a big hat. I don't know why he's doing that. He can't even see the ball. The ball just went through his fingers. And it was a six. And it was such an important moment. I mean, Jimmy Neesham could have
Th-
finished this game for New
There was
Zealand.
one weak phase in the chase, like from West Indies part. Not only one, two sixes. He actually, even the first one, Johnson Charles, it could have at least tried to stop it, but he let it go for a six. So
Yeah,
he
he was
made two
not
big
in good
mistakes in the
position that
field.
time. Yeah, yeah.
And then I remember you typed in the chat like, "Take off your fucking hat, man."
I think that hat is just blocking his view, man. He's not able to see the ball only. He dropped twice.
Yeah.
He could have dropped the game, man, for West Indies.
I mean, a guy like Hetmeyer is actually sitting on the bench, so I mean, Johnson Charles
Hmm.
needs to step up with his batting, fielding both.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, Brandon King on the other end is a very safe fielder, but Johnson Charles is a bit
Yeah.
shaky. It was a good fight from Phillips, and I mean, Jan Bishop on commentary was saying that Phillips has played 5 seasons of CPL, and we know Pratik because we are following CPL since long that Glenn Phillips
Yeah,
came out of this tournament. He became popular because of this tournament, and he has played on
yeah.
these venues. He has played on these conditions, and we all thought that maybe it's Glenn Phillips' night. But I think Alzari Joseph
He
was
did
just
try. He
superb.
did try a lot. Like he was the highest scorer for New Zealand, but
Hmm.
he just did not get any partners. Like Rutherford at least got some support with small partnerships of 20 and 30 runs, but Glenn Phillips was left alone, and then he also got out. So
And there is one guy who will go a bit under the radar. I think Andre Russell with the ball. So, since he has
yeah.
started playing this year, 2024, he's been brilliant with the ball, and he's not shying away from bowling those death overs. He's just, I think he was just amazing today
No,
again.
he always
Against,
bowls in the difficult phases. Yeah, if you
yeah,
have to give credit to him. And another thing I really liked about the captaincy here is that when Moti got those wickets, right, immediately Roston Chase also came and bowled a quick over. It was, I think, the
yes,
12th over. So they have the luxury of not just two, but actually three spinners. Roston Chase is
yes,
as good as any other spinner. So yeah,
yes.
this West Indies lineup is now looking very good. I remember in the preview we rated their bowling weak, but it's not weak anymore. Yeah, with the changes and
I
tactics.
mean, on batting pitches, we have to see what happens because, Romario and Alzari can go for runs there. But yeah, man, till now they are bowling well. I think Romario was getting some swing also earlier. So let's see how it goes. I
Yeah,
hope they get Shamar Joseph in for some games. Today he came on as a substitute fielder. He's playing as a
yeah.
mascot of West Indies cricket, I feel. He should maybe be included for one of
This
the
presence
games.
just cheers everyone up. Like, yeah, it will be so awesome. Like, if we can get a couple of games now that West Indies have ensured their qualification,
Yeah.
and I actually want them to try him against Afghanistan because that will be a decent team to try him against, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
And the
Yeah,
big news, Pratik, is now India, Australia, and Afghanistan most likely will be in the same group. So yeah, man, it's going to be very exciting. The Super Eights. I'm
definitely.
so thrilled for that.
And I think now four teams have qualified, right? It's West
Yes.
Indies, India, Australia, and South Africa, and four
Yeah.
more to
So
go.
in group, so Super 8 has two groups. In one of the groups, India, Australia have already, their fixture is on 24th June, and South Africa and West Indies fixture is also now on. So both of these fixtures are now decided. So it will be interesting match, South Africa versus West Indies also.
Yeah, super.
So thanks, Pratik. Thank you
Awesome.
for joining. It was fun covering West Indies cricket again. Love the Caribbean nation and the players and the people from there. Thank you guys for supporting our channel. And please, please, please keep subscribing our channel. Please subscribe to our channel. We cover a lot of Caribbean cricket and we love you folks. Please give some love to us. And thank you so much. It was an awesome night for West Indies. This match lived up to its hype. We were waiting for this match. It has lived up to its hype. And it has been a phenomenal victory for the Caribbean nation. Rally round the West Indies. Thank you, guys. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, Shikhar. Enjoy the night, Caribbean guys. Have a good day, Shikhar. Bye.
Bye.